안녕하세요. 저는 인도에서 온 Swapna Parab입니다. IGSE에서 TESOL을 전공하고 있습니다. Back then, when I was searching for institutes abroad and looking for full-time courses like TESOL and CELTA, I found IGSE through Study in Korea program. Surprisingly, the admission process was quite smoother than I anticipated. Initially, I submitted my documents and cleared the online interview, and I got an acceptance email from IGSE. Shortly later, I submitted my visa application through a VFS agent in Delhi, and in 3 months, I received my visa. And of course, IGSE helped me a lot in providing the necessary documents. I'm really enjoying it. The professors and staff here are incredibly supportive, and I never felt out of place. I also made quite a lot of friends from the foreign countries, each of whom has a different experience in terms of the English language acquisition and the pedagogy. And it differs from mine, and sharing those experiences itself was a great learning experience. I think the biggest advantage is the practical learning, which is well integrated with the theoretical knowledge. The assignments here are designed to apply what we have learned in the classroom to the real world scenario. A few classes I would like to mention is the curriculum design and development class, wherein they teach us to design the material for various age groups, and that was something which was really interesting for me, because we usually go online, search for materials and design it in our own selves, when we are teaching into a private schools or in a public schools. But in this class, I learned how to design it in a well-performed way, a well-designed way, and the system to develop it accordingly, and which would rather fit the age group of the student and their stage of learning as well. So that was one thing. And also, if the students who are not up to the C1 level, I think there are other classes like academic writing, where you learn how to write your own articles, even counting down to simple email writing, like what is this, a way of writing an email, wherein how you put out the content and then how you design the structure as well. So I think that was a good example for me, because when I think of writing my own work or designing my own material, I think of all these perspectives that I have learned in these two classes and any other classes as well, which made me quite confident about myself that in future I can design my own material and maybe publish it one day. And the next thing is the diverse student groups here. They're bringing their various perspective to the classroom, so it is enriching classroom discussion as well, which gives boost to your learning in the classroom as well. So I think those are quite good points that I can say is having. So I think there is another class which is teaching young learners. So I think I learned there the way of how to deal with the young learners, because most of the times it is very difficult, because they have their own mood swings, their own nature, they are very playful. So it's not everyone's cup of tea to manage the young learners and the curriculum and design the curriculum for them. So it has to be fun, engaging and stuff. So I learned a lot of things from teaching young learners class as well. So that was quite interesting. And as I said, the group of the students that I have along with me, or the classmates, they're also bringing various experience from their own field and teaching experiences. So that helped me in understanding how the education system or the way of teaching them differs from country to country or place to place. So I would recommend IGSE to anyone who's interested in teacher training and developing material, as well as to those who are looking to enhance their knowledge and skills about English education. So the courses here are quite diverse, and the classroom sizes also allows personal attention from the professors as well. And me being a person who has taken a break from the career, I was a little bothered while coming to Korea, because I knew that I don't know the language, and that was a kind of a barrier for me, because in Korea you need to know Korean to have a daily conversation in the society. So that was a little concerning for me. But when I saw the IGSE curriculum and the prospect, I was a little relieved, because IGSE doesn't ask for knowing Korean language as a mandatory thing while they take students into IGSE. So it was like quite relieving for me, and the professors here are also from the native countries and the native speakers, and all the courses that are offered here are English. So that was sounding quite well for me, and it fitted the situation that I was into. And I think I am 38 now, so with a huge gap from my education when I graduated, I think even that is a plus point, that even if you want to start back your education after a gap, you can do it anytime at IGSE, because IGSE doesn't have a constraint that you have to have an age limit. So the age group of the student here is quite diverse. Like they start from very young, of 20 years to the 55 to 60 years. So I was like quite relieved that I have people around me who are similar to my age, and that was quite good feeling as well.